Welcome back, guys. We're in the pool hall. We've got a bunch of crap to read, but first, let's listen to this.
Let's talk about Serene's condition. You're aware of how it started?
Ground zero.
Monarch developed a treatment to curb his symptoms. Our reports state that you destroyed those treatments, rendering him defenseless as his sickness spread.
That's what the reports say, yeah. But I've never stepped foot in that lab.
You have no way of proving that.
Now, I find it curious. Dr. Mural was working on a permanent cure for Paul's condition. But she was ordered to stop before research was complete. Sounds like somebody on the inside didn't want him to get better.
Sounds like you have an interest in this cure. It makes me wonder if you know anybody else suffering from the same symptoms. It makes me wonder if that is why you're truly here.
Or maybe I just really like the coffee here.
Alright, let's read. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Amy. What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
HQ, come in. This is the first aid one. We've got a situation here at the hospital. Over. Go ahead, first aid one. Over. It's a fucking mess down here. HQ, Burke showed up for his wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him, and while Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in a full set of half the hospital, so that's kind of a shit show. Over. Do you have the situation contained? Where's Burke now? Over. We're working on the scene and wipe the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup. So who knows how many people saw the fight or where they are now. So, same goes for Burke. He's in the wind, so is his wife. Over. Copy that, first aid one. We'll run with that on our end. Just tidy things up over there. Over and out. Next. Lifeboat document. Oh my god. From Clarice Ogawa. This is the one who's interviewing us. Alright. Just a basic guideline of what to do.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
Head of Monarch, Paul Serene.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Kurt Morlock, creator of Monarch, believes the end of time is inevitable, is building a survival program for a select few. Martin Hatch, spokesperson, head of security and PR, Serene's key advisor, working against Serene. Sophia Amaral, head of research specialist in Chronon. We know this stuff. Dr. Henry Cream, previous head of research, deceased. So they don't know that he's basically a shifter. Key enforcers, Clarice Ogawa, Monarch dispatcher, allegiance to Martin Hatch, working against Serene as question mark. Gibson, head of security, Monarch enforcer, deceased. Carlos, leader of Reaper Squad, loyal to Martin Hatch, deceased. Maybe. Potential allies with Monarch, Fiona Miller, Cronin researcher, confirmed ally working with Beth from the inside. Liam Burke, Monarch fixer, as questioned Monarch agenda extensively. Dean Monarch traitor for assisting in Jack's escape. Charlie Wincott, Monarch hacker, history of allegiance to Martin Hatch, current loyalty unknown. Dick.
The lifeboat.
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
Another, protocol thingy. Basic thing. Time will stop. Lifeboat. Stutter proofing. Fix time while in the lifeboat. Everybody outside's not really dead. They're just stopped. Okay. Might be some hazards in there somewhere, but yeah. Mission statement 1999, December 12th by Paul Serene. Okay, I'll read this. I have seen the path ahead and I know it'll be hard. I have found in Monarch solutions to bring together those who will walk it with me. The elite few whose skill, dedication, and passion will live on when everything else ends. To the end, we will work under my guideline vision of the future, my knowledge of what is coming. We accept that we cannot change our fate, nor we can avoid it. It is a harsh truth, but it is the truth. We will accept it and its full implications, but we will not deviate from our course, nor give into despair, nor give up the fight. Those of us who share in this knowledge, who learn the triumphs and good tragedies of the days of years to come, we will look past them and find ways to turn them into our advantage. The great uncertain area beyond what is known will be where we build our empire, and we build it on the hope that we can perceive that the end isn't our end, that we can still succeed. Just more stuff. Okay.
This is Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
Hundreds of employees. They actually believe all this bullshit?
More than you can imagine.
Phase 1, building an empire, formation of Monarch Solutions, lucrative investments, global expansion, employee recruitment. 1999, July 5th, 2010 to October 8th, 2016. Phase 2, preparing for the future, Ground Zero buyout, CFR preparation, Chronon Tech development, militarization. Phase 3, the Lifeboat Protocol, October 9th, 2016 to the end of time. Time Machine core heist, Chronon Tech rollout, remove the rest of the Lifeboat Protocol, initiate Lifeboat Protocol. I think that was it, I believe. Alright, let's go. Hold on.
What's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
Emerald from Paul. My 5th entry. Oh, okay, this is photos and dreams. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. I pressed the wheat stalk to the side of my hands, softly sifting through them at first, but as I pressed forward, the stalks began to warp and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every movement led to a burning sensation. The world desaturated, time stopped. I heard the unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching. Shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsed through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body until it became completely unbearable. The pain trumped logic. I need to make it stop. I need to make it all stop. Sorry. I grew violent, blandly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of the motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. The pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and he died. His identity became clear. It was me. I had become the very threat that I once feared, but I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me. Dr. Kim, he joined us. He told me that time was once the fire in which we are burned. He told me we would burn no more. Dr. Porretta. I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry in his dream journal. I am growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness really as far as I can determine. The Chronon syndrome is more of a metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue, but I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all this. This exercise is meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it has resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition is getting worse by the day. Huh. Alright. Let's go speak to Sophia.
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There. Where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, and the machine was activated.
7 a.m.? That's hours.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
And before we
Sure.
got here,
Saves me from volunteering.
I was gonna say before we got here, there was a taxi outside.
Okay, the console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Above the machine. A perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
Alright, gotta get down. Just gonna check what's in here. Oh, look at this. Little giraffe.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. You kept everything.
Guess you thought you might come back. Is that...
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage. Jack? You okay?
Yeah.
Jack and Will.
What's wrong?
Toto,
The
that's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So,
Jack, there's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman,
it
that was you.
everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth,
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
All right. If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
How do I...
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus. Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions.
Wow.
Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
I'm gonna read all this. Bear with me. It's gonna be interesting. Beth, I know this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. And tell you that you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. The closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will be all worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before, and I'm going to prove it. Below you'll find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It'll take time for you to accept this, but eventually you'll learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You'll be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you'll push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take the blame. He'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mama. December 3rd, Mr. Hartstock from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you're hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in a bin on the corner of 3rd and May. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following: I'm sorry about your mom, then give her a hug. She'll push you away. She'll look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She'll never tease you again. Erica, your best friend will break her arm. Having read this, you'll do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you'll truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You'll soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You'll find people who respect you for who you are very soon. Oh man. You'll take the night bus home. There will only be one other passenger on board, a scruffy looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. What? Remember his face. He's going to become very important down the line. Wow. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It'll take a long time to get over this, but eventually you'll use this pain to fill your path forward. You know, you've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you'll be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You ready to take on this mission? So what is coming? Okay. October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow the simple instructions. Short answer, nobody. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you'll be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There's one exception to this rule. You'll get that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You'll know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him, remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you. The way you move. Speaking, laugh, copy them. Become your surroundings. Okay, train daily. There are a series of skills you need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino, Kali, and Jeet Kune Do. I don't know how to pronounce that. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. This list is one that you'll build as you go. In time, you'll understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target. Jack Joyce. He's the one person who can help you. In your mission, he is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him, learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. October 96th, you'll rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him. And he has his moments. He is much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. Study your objective. The countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure needed to stop the fracture. Achieve this, and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Okay. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifices. When the time comes, you'll be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you'll believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You'll wish that I had told you everything. I promised you that what is written here is everything you'll need in order to get you where you need to be. I know this because I'm already there. Shut up, Toto. You're going to achieve something amazing. You. That's 12 of 12.